anytime you make it from me, no keep for the video na bam here. So if you are watching is fighting hyena, or we are group of dogs want to eat hyena, or where hyena is fighting, you find out that hyena is always trying to cover his uppercuts with his tail, and he will sit on his uppercuts.
Why are you paying attention? Why are you paying attention to uppercuts of hyena in the?
Anytime lion try to bite the hyena in his uppercuts, hyena will open his mouth, even the one is the time will get the boss of hyena.
My question is, why are you paying attention to the uppercuts of hyena? Is there?
I'm telling you what happened to this man. Fulani have bite him in his uppercuts. And that's why he was shouting like this. You know, he said it before that the government will cry, they will shout and come back.
Yes.
Fulani have hold him and catch him in his uppercuts. That is why he shouts like this.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, but you people should cut this video and let the video get to him that he is now in the book of the Biafra Liberation Movement. Very important, so that other people can learn from him. Right, we have Autopilot Cambodia. Those of you that are in Cambodia, if you are in Cambodia and you want to be part of the Autopilot group, here is the WhatsApp. You can join them. And those that we have not announced, please, if you know that we have not announced your country, please send the number immediately so that it will be announced today. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Okay. Thank you, man.
Ndewo, go ahead with your comment, please.
Okay. I have a question.
Go ahead with your question, please.
Okay. Listen to me, please. How far is Biafra government in exile have gone by talking to other nations like those that have Biafra in heart, such as Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, Tanzania, for food and medication come 2023? That's my first
Biafra government in exile will be coming to address Biafrans, but we have already embarked on a very fruitful journey concerning that aspect of it. So on our own, we are already doing something. But of course, okay. Biafra government in exile, they are going to address Biafra very soon. Something is still being worked out.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So my second question is this: when Biafra come, because someone asked such question the other day, but you didn't specify in area you want to get involved in the government of Biafra. Is it an advice? Is it in a contesting?
There is nothing that you cannot specify anything. Because you cannot come now and know what is going to happen tomorrow. You get involved based on what is available and what is attainable and where you can get involved in. So there is no you cannot specify where you want to get involved. Is that you want everything to work, so you can do whatever you think you can do and play your part and your role in making Biafra and the Biafra dream a reality. So you cannot say this is where you are going to work and this is what you are going to do. But whatever you can offer to make the Biafra dream a reality, you come on board and show what you got. As simple as that.
Okay. My last comment is like this country I am so much many of the ministers and even the person here, they always helped with food and everything. During coronavirus, you also deliver food to many countries free. People who are in need, even in Ukraine today, you already send food. So, and secondly, I want to send my email. I already fashioned an email concerning my own interest in the Biafran government. So, and I don't know the email. Please just display the email on the screen.
We have shared those information on those who want to get involved this is not directly as Biafra government in exile, but it is about the Biafra governmental department, the early. Yes. So the email is info@ipobinUSA.org.
Okay, thank you.
You can send it there. All right.
Okay, thank you.
And then I am putting it on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right. And then we continue. I want to inform everybody that here is the flyer for our emergency fundraising. The emergency fundraising on the 17th of September 2022 by 7 p.m. Biafran time. We are having emergency fundraising for ESN. So put this date down and do not miss it. Everybody, we want to see more people, to be part of this as we get close to to what we are doing. So you have to come to support Eastern Security Network. You see that everybody is crying now. Now they know what is going on. So you must come, invite your friends, invite those lovers of freedom to be part of this emergency fundraising. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. All right. And so we are looking at those, we are waiting for those whom we have not mentioned their country, the autopilot, their country to, I think, a UK autopilot number is here. So let us bring it to the screen for those of you in the United Kingdom. For those of you in the United Kingdom, here is the autopilot United Kingdom. You can join them by contacting this number. The number on the screen, here we go. So if you want to be part of the autopilot United Kingdom, you contact the number on the screen. Welcome to the program. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm calling from the Zoo country, Nigeria. My name is Kamsa Chubu.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, I want to make a suggestion. During your jingles before the program, when playing the Biafra national anthem, please, I'm suggesting that you will make a write-up on it, so that those that don't know the music, the national anthem of Biafra can easily read and know that word by word, and they can easily sing along when you are playing it. I think it will be better for us to trace as we are preparing for Biafra Nation Day, for us to sing our national anthem fluently.
All right, that's a good suggestion, and I believe people in the department of our media, or they are listening to you, so they can go to work and do that. Thank you very much. Good idea.
Thank you. That is all for now.
All right, thank you. All right. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Good evening, Mr. Simon. How you doing?
I'm very fine, and you?
I'm all right. All right. I have a question. Just one question. Is it either you give an explanation or just a yes or no?
Go ahead.
When Biafra comes, allow
we are going to a very strict immigration rules, and for you to enter Biafra, you must meet the requirement set out by the. So knowing what we have gone through in Nigeria, if yourself in Biafra territory, it means that you have undergone a very immigration rules that will not allow anything to jeopardize our national security and the interest of the Biafra people. And that is what I have to tell you. That we are going to, you know, we have, like today, for example, most of the countries give different immigration rules to certain country of interest. So we may have to design exactly the same thing with Israel. The Israel have different immigration policy, which is completely different from every other nation. So we may be looking at similar thing. Our own may even be more strict. But just to tell you that we are not going to discriminate. We are not going to ban people from entering Biafra, but we are going to adopt a very different immigration policy.
All right. Thank you very much for your explanation.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello. Listen, there is. I have two questions. No, the one is one comment. There is something happened a few weeks ago. I've been 2 weeks ago. I was kind of a dream. I was in a
I don't want to hear dream.
It's a funny something. It's not about prophecy. No.
Okay.
Just listen.
All right.
I was in a mission with a friend of mine who is in the struggle too. So after that, I was coming somewhere. I saw kind of coming to the field. I saw a lot of people coming out from the field. Henchmen, heavy tall men coming. So I came down there. It's like after the football, people sat down, drink, talk before they go home. So when I came there, I noticed some guy. People around him was all heavy henchmen. So I was looking around. I kind of noticed that guy. He wrote his name at his back, and with a red and black something. So I was looking at him. So immediately he found out I'm trying to. He's a celebrity. Immediately he found out I noticed him. I know him. He tried to cover that. He tried to cover the name. So you know what they wrote at the name?
No.
ESN. And it was you. So he tried to cover it. I said, no, it's you. I know you. You're someone ever. Everybody there, henchmen start laughing. Everybody clapping his hands. So I don't know what that is. It was a very funny something. So what I want to ask is, one day I gave a friend of mine. Whenever you have program, I sent him a link to watch you. A few months ago, so that was the day you talk about electricity. He tried to watch you, and he made you walk because the guy said gen. He said generator. So I told him I was trying to bring him into the struggle. So that day was the day he watched you, and they found out you talk about generator, the light is gonna come, blah blah blah, and he was very very angry. He was very very angry because he said generator. He said I'm coming to spoil his business. Emmanuel, that's the day you talk about electricity. Emmanuel Mark, I've been suffering for a long time to bring this guy. I managed to bring him that day. Another day, Emmanuel, I don't know why that day you choose that day to talk about generator. So what are we going to do about them?
You see, that is the point. I want you to understand that anybody that is not supporting Biafra today think that he has something he or she is gaining in Nigeria. I want you to tell him, cut this particular video what I'm about to say now, and give to him. Yes. Tell him that his generation or generator business is not secured in Nigeria. Yeah. Tell him that generator business He can wake up tomorrow and everything he has labored for his entire life will vanish, and the government will not rescue him. Tell him that by the time such thing happen, that he will go down to square one. We're not praying that it happened, but I'm just telling you it has happened to people, even that will go to church and praise God like no other person. Their business has gone down and destroyed by the Nigeria state, either through their policy or through their agent. Once that happens, you can never recover again. What we are going to do in Biafra is that every business in Biafra will be secured. He don't necessarily have to go into generator business, but there are many businesses that will be secured. So if he goes down, insurance will come to help him. If he goes down, the Biafra government will look after him and make him to stand back again in the business. That is what we are going to do in Biafra. In Nigeria, it is not like that. All these people you see today that are shouting Nigeria, Nigeria because of they have hotels. Any day the hotel will go down, nobody is going to come for them to rescue them. Their business is gone. The same thing to airline. You know that even the airline now is one of the biggest business in Nigeria. They are not insured by Nigeria Insurance. No insurance in Nigeria can insure the airlines operating in Nigeria. In Biafra, we are going to have world-class insurance that will give your life a meaning. So what is generator? What is generator business? Any day, Fulani get angry, impound his container in Papa Wharf. That is the end. He will go and start borrowing money. I am telling you the fact, and it has happened to thousands and thousands of Biafrans. So, what are we talking about?
Block cloud their eyes.
So
you don't blame them because
I know
they have been in bondage for how many years?
Yes. So the business, your business in Nigeria is not secured. You can sleep today as a rich man and wake up as a poor man the next day.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
So why would you want to live in such life? You better support Biafra, where we are going to plan your future and your future of your unborn children. The government plan your future. We want to bring the Western system of life to Biafra.
Yes.
That is what we want to do.
Yes.
So that if as you are living your life, you will wake up tomorrow and your life is insured by a national insurance scheme. That is what we want to do. Guaranteed. And nobody today in Nigeria is guaranteed of anything. You can be something today, you wake up tomorrow, you are nobody again. The same thing is happening. So even your life, you can imagine this Ifanyoba. If there's an ordinary person, he's gone. And nobody will do anything.
Yes.
Those people that were killed in his convoy, they are gone. That is Nigeria for you. You just hear noise. 1 day, 2 days, nobody talks about them. Is that the kind of country you want to continue to live? Or is it because he is not one of the convoy, one of the escorts in the convoy, or one of the victims? Those people that died in that attack, they will never believe that they're going to die yesterday. That is Nigeria for you.
Yes.
Your life is not guaranteed.
Yes.
The government cannot protect you.
Yes.
Nothing can protect you. You are your own security in Nigeria. With all the security that Ifanyoba or who carry, did it stop the Nigeria from happening to him?
Yes.
So the person should check this. If somebody like that, with all the armored cars, and with all the tire rubber and all these things, can be attacked like that, who is he?
Yes.
So Nigeria is not a place.
Nigeria has happened to them. Their head and their mind has been clouded. For how many years? You don't blame them for how many years in prison. It's not easy to get out of there. It's by talking and trying to bring them out. It's not easy.
So
if you are still in zoo, you will be thinking like that.
Tell him to learn from what happened to others. Like everything I have said now have happened to others. And they see it happening every day. In Lagos, those people that invested millions and millions of naira, they demolished their shop. There is no insurance. Nobody compensates them. So even the place where he is selling his generator today, he can wake up tomorrow, they will demolish it. Because even if he buy it with his money. As an Igbo man in Nigeria, he is not safe and secured. His business is as stupid and rubbish as anything. Useless as anything. So the people that are complaining about demolishing their shop in Lagos today, they are also in the same line. Some of them are selling generator there.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Nigeria has reached them in the boat.
Exactly. Oh, but I am not. Thank you very much. All right, Mazi, you're welcome. There we go. Hello. Where is Okonkwo? Okonkwo. All right, you look at autopilot Norway. Autopilot Norway. Hello. Ndewo, you're welcome. Mazi Okonkwo, ndewo. Ndewo.
Biko enwere ihe ntụbatara ya bụ autopilot Netherlands achọ m ka igosi ndị mmadụ atọmera fonu nke anyị ji na-akpọ gị then ka igosi ha otu a ka anyị chọrọ ka anyị si wee I want us to do that panel like that. Every IPOB autopilot in the whole world, they should design it properly as Mazi Owoma has designed the one for autopilot Netherlands. Then it will be easy for us to identify all of them. I can show them how it is, how we made it, and they can now bring it to our media team. Then we'll put them, all of them, in the file.
Can you send it to the number that I'm calling you with now?
Okay, I will do that now. Okay, sir.
All right. All right. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, greeting to you, sir.
You're welcome to the program.
Mazi Nnamdi speaking. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I want to say something about my observation about Ohaneze. Ohaneze led Obiozo Ohaneze and his predecessor, John Nyanwodo. And this thing is something that has been eating up my mind for a long time, and I want to say it so that we can take action. You remember when we killed our Bibo, more than 100 plus Biafran women were abducted by Nigerian military and left for 4 months from barrack to barrack. It was our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after they were released, spent 4 million naira to rehabilitate them, and one of them, her womb, was removed through surgery because of the raping. Okay? And John Nyanwodo went to Ikwasha. He did not to Elbigo to see what happened. He went there and began to think to Wike Kiageso, Mone Jeje, Mola Lala, Wike Kiageso. As if that was not enough. George Obi also went and give those army awards. So what I'm saying is this, George Obiozo led Ohaneze is being used to change who we are. Obiozo is begging. We don't beg for what is our right. And George Obiozo goes to UK ambassador High Commission to kneel down for women. All these things are to change deliberately. They are being used to change who we are. It's annoying me. Our progenitors does not beg for what is theirs. They are not cowards, and we are not cowards. Okay? We need to take action against Obiozo and his Ohaneze. They need to be disbanded. They are not representing us. We are the Oha. They are the Eze. Without Oha, there will be no Eze. Okay? If he represents us, he must prove himself the way our ancestors have been our land. They can't just be doing it now, thinking they're representing us. They are insulting our ancestors. I'm not happy about it. We must do something about that. Our people in Benue, they're in Kogi, they're in African country, they're in Cuba, they're in Haiti. They did not go there to bring them together. At least for we to have one festival we do together annually to bring our people together. They don't do that. They're only being used by immigrants to change who we are. They are not different from Ibagu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And if you look at the screen, you are going to see the sample of the logo that Mazi Okonkwo just talked about. I think this is good. IPOB autopilot. Netherlands sample has the flag, has my picture and the picture of Onyendu here. And then, so this is looking good. And then the Biafra flag as well. So the other countries can adopt this. And another thing is that it depends whether they know how to do this. So Mazi Okonkwo, what you people should do, because all the countries are sending you their number. So what the media team should do is that the media team that designed this particular logo should make it available to all the countries that have contacted you with their number. So when they contact you with their number, you just edit this particular thing, put the flag of that country and send it to them, and they can make it their logo on their WhatsApp. I think that is the best way, because if you tell them to start making the logo by themselves, it's going to be the same thing with what you did. So what you have to do is the media person that have that design, that have this particular design, have can edit it. Is very easy. Once the number come to you, you edit it, put the flag of the country, put the name of the country, forward it back to the WhatsApp number, and they are going to make it their profile picture. I think that is the best way to do it, instead of them going to recreate and creating the logo again. Creating logo is not easy, I believe. Some people don't even know how to do it. I don't know how to create logo as such. So I think that is the best thing to do. So take your time, the media team, once those numbers that have come to you, and any country that is creating WhatsApp group can also request from the media team their logo. So just tell the name of your country, contact the media team, give them the name of your country, and they will create the logo, and then they will send it to you. I think that is the best thing to do. Thank you. You're welcome to the program. Hello, our time is gone, but we are going to take your call. Welcome to the program.
Okay,
Ndewo, good evening.
Okay, so Biko, Chole, this Biko. I hope you get last time because of the GP email. I'm not trying on my phone. So, and then I'm trying from my brother's phone.
Which of the email?
The new one.
It is available. Continue to it. How can you? You are the only one complaining. You have to make sure that you put the right email in the right address. info@ipobinUSA.org.
Okay, because even I sent it to Madam Azoka. I capture it and send to her.
It is on this. So, I don't understand what the thing is on the screen here. info@ipobinUSA.org. Send it there, it will go.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
I'll keep on trying.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, where are the numbers? I don't know how many UK number do we have now, because there are many numbers coming for UK. There are many numbers coming for UK. We need to sort this out. This is UK. Of course, we have the UK number, which ends in 369. There is another London number. Autopilot London. We have this Autopilot London. So are they having different numbers in the United Kingdom? Are the Autopilot in the UK having different numbers? If that is what it is, please, I should be briefed. There is two numbers here, one the UK and then second London. So we need to sort this out if that is what is going on. All right, so we're going to go round again to announce these numbers and those that that their number have not been announced. Cape Verde, right? Autopilot, Cape Verde. Here we go. Autopilot, Cape Verde. If you are in Cape Verde, you can contact the number on the screen to be part of the autopilot Cape Verde. The autopilot Cape Verde. Do we have other autopilot that has not been announced? Another number for UK is also shown. Well unified and coordinated UK London 248. It is the same thing. UK London. Where is the London again? 548. So we need to, please, United Kingdom have to work something out. Those of you in UK have to work something out. I have received about 3 different numbers now and sorted out. Okay, this one is London, sorted out. 4A, sorted out with who? Sorted out with who? No, not on the live program. We need to sort this out later on. 548 has been announced, and then we have this 248. So we need to sort this out, this London number 548. Okay, so 548 I have, yes. The 12548 I have. Yes, it is on the screen already. So, all right, this United Kingdom also, we have to sort it out. If there are so many numbers that should be announced, we are going to announce it later on. Now, let us focus on other countries that have not announced their number. Please, if we have not announced the number of your country, please reach out to the media team. Reach out to media team so that your country will be added to the numbers we are displaying. So let us go now from the from this Cape Verde. If you are in Cape Verde, you can contact this number to be part of the autopilot in Cape Verde. If you are in London, you contact this number, autopilot London, to be part of the autopilot WhatsApp. If you are in the United States, you contact the numbers that is on the display. For the US autopilot, contact, I think because US even have different numbers, so London, United Kingdom can also be the same. If you are in autopilot Norway, those of you in Norway, the number is on the screen. Those of you autopilot United Kingdom, it's on the screen. Welcome to the program.
Hey, Mazi Simon, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Amaka Baby talking. Please, I know you are already rounding up, but there's something that I wanted to bring to your notice, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Because of what you just said about the UK number, different number calling, sending their number. You know, before Mazi was abducted, kidnapped, he told us to leave WhatsApp and go to Signal, if you remember.
Yes.
Because people were infiltrating the WhatsApp number. The reason why I'm saying this is because I exited the US number. I left their WhatsApp group. There's something that happened, and we've been asking questions online, and the people, the admins, don't want to answer any question. We are in the US, but we have more than 17 numbers from Nigeria in US number. And then you know, people are asking, who are these people? Who are these people? We need to know who are in this number. If you don't live in US, you're not supposed to be on that group.
Yes.
Every country has their own group. And if Nigerian people are going to be in US number, in US group, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm risking my life to put myself out there, and then you don't know who is who. The reason why I keep asking, who is this? Who are these people? And a lot of people were asking, and nobody's answering our question. Okay, what happened is that there was a guy that joined the group with a made-up number from the internet. And he started asking, are we having a live group? Are we doing a Zoom meeting? So, and then nobody was answering him. All of a sudden, he put in, he need help. He ran away from his home because his parents will not help him because of what he's doing for Biafra. He need a grocery. He need help. So, and he's using, Georgia number. So I type in there, because nobody responded, I type in there and I said, go to the DFACS, which is Women and Children Services, so they can help you. And he started cutting me out. He started using all kind of manner. Even Dr. Ngozi asked him, but she's trying to help you. And then people started saying, check him out, check him out. He started cutting it, blasting Ngozi too. All of a sudden, they deleted his number. This person, whoever the person was, has a Georgia number, and that's why I referred him to get help. So when, these are the kind of people that we have in this group. And since then, a lot of Nigerian numbers are calling me, threatening me for no reason. So I keep asking, who are this number with Nigerian number? The admin is I called Madam Azuka so many times, left her voice message. She didn't return my call. I private chat Ngozi to tell her, nobody's answering questions. So we are creating all these platforms here and there. We are creating all these platforms here and there. We don't want to go back to what we left.
Yes.
People make money with IPOB. Okay?
I agree with you.
All these people are taking their numbers, saying their WhatsApp group. We need to go to Signal. That's what Onyen ordered us to do.
Yes.
And I still stand that we need to go back to Signal because we don't know who is monitoring us.
Yes. I agree.
We don't know who is monitoring us.
I agree with you.
I'm not happy with the whole thing. If you look at now, I'll just draw back for some time. I don't come out anymore.
I agree with you. Can I speak now? Can I speak now? Can I speak now, please? You've led your complaint. I agree with you, and so yes, the signal is still there. So I believe that all the people that have all the countries that have created, the reason why we are mentioning WhatsApp is because WhatsApp is the one that is everybody know and easy to pronounce. So it is not necessarily WhatsApp, So I suggest that we go back to the way Onyendu have instructed it, which is the signal. So those people that are bringing these numbers now to, for autopilot in the different countries, I am moving the motion that from tonight we will begin to create the signal account for this autopilot. It is going to be secured and more stress free, and it is what our leader have instructed us to do in the past. Those who want to be part of Signal, part of WhatsApp for whatever reason, can also go ahead and be part of WhatsApp. But let the general and the main group of all the numbers we have announced so far be on Signal from today. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So everybody from any country you are, from tonight, you will migrate everybody to Signal. And you can still retain the WhatsApp group if you want, because a lot of people want to be in WhatsApp. So, but every country that we have announced their number so far have to also migrate whoever that is in the group already to Signal. Very, very important. Very, very important. That is not to say you should close the WhatsApp. You don't need to close the WhatsApp because some people want to be there. So, but migrate everybody to Signal. Everybody to Signal. Very important. And if you don't know how Signal works, download Signal, contact any of your friends and download the Signal and you have to be there. The signal, you can have your meeting and it is secured. You can have a video calls or something like that. It's more secured as well. So everybody should migrate the group to Signal. So we are when we are announcing your number, we are assumed that you have created Signal from tomorrow. Thank you very much. So we are going to continue to call the numbers. The IPOB Autopilots Cambodia, the number is on the screen. The IPOB Switzerland, numbers is on the screen. Autopilot Benin Republic, numbers is on the screen. Morocco, numbers is on the screen. Australia, number is on the screen. Padova, Italy, number is on the screen. And then, of course, yes, we have restricted anybody from collecting money from any group. Well, that has been restricted from the one, and they know about it. Autopilot Israel on the screen. I don't know Israel. Blessing, if you are watching me, please let me know if your number have changed from Israel. Autopilot Indonesia on the screen. The Autopilot Island, Madam Ifi, is on the screen. The Autopilot Ivory Coast is on the screen. The Autopilot Mauritania is on the screen. The Autopilot Ghana is on the screen. The Autopilot Indonesia is on the screen. The Autopilot Germany is on the screen. The Autopilot Netherlands is on the screen. The Autopilot South Korea is on the screen. The Autopilot Paris is on the screen. The Autopilot Gabon is on the screen. The Autopilot South Africa is on the screen. The Autopilot India is on the screen. There are so many countries that I have not been able to update their number. So those of them that have sent actually their number, we have not updated it. Please, you have to resend it again. Maybe when I am live tomorrow, because this always I can always do this whenever I am live. And for a few days now, I have not been able to update this number. So tomorrow we are going to update it again. Remember that on the 17th is the emergency fundraising, ESN emergency fundraising. This coming Saturday, 17th of September 2022 by 7 p.m. Biafra time. Emergency fundraising for ESN. Always remember to be there. May God bless you. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Iboho. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless our own mother and their husband. May God bless our ESN. May God bless all of you that are supporting this movement. May God bless Oduduwa, Biafra. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless you that is supporting this movement. May God bless those that are repenting today. May God bless all of you. As we continue to push for no election and Biafra liberation by 2023 is our target. May God crown our effort and make Biafra come next year. From here, from me, is good evening.
Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they'll never have peace. Today they are worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, Everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100 no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know. Anybody I curse is cursed. Once I condemn you, you're finished. Ask the Sabo, those that tried to take over when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace. I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they'll never have peace. Today they are worthless. Absolutely worthless. That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100 no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know.
Okay. My people. Simon has just finished. So let me say what I have to say before I go. Tomorrow is our court day. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court tomorrow, according to the lawyer. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, it means biafrans are going to court. And we expect everyone to remember the sit at home in solidarity with what we are doing. Now, Woto is ongoing in one Nigeria, both in Biafra land and also in Ududuwa land and also in the northern part of one Nigeria. Did somebody confirm whether this news of Peter Obi to have escaped Woto in northern part of Nigeria, whether it is true or false? Someone need to confirm to us, please. Another thing is about, is it Ifeanyi Uba? Ifeanyi Uba. The Woto that they gave to his men, and that he also escaped the Woto himself. Then I seems to ask at times, if you are a Biafran, and then whenever you see a politician, any of our elders or leaders being a victim of the circumstance of one Nigeria, and then you try to become sentimental or emotional or sympathetic to that politician or that leader, I need to wonder whether your brain cells are actually working well. I need to ask and to wonder, is your brain cells actually working well in the real sense? Because I will not believe that the brain cells of our people are actually working well if innocent Biafrans are killed, and then these same rulers and leaders that you have turn blind eyes to it. And they go about with their normal life and businesses without any remorse. You see how they kill in Mpo. You see how they kill in Owomama. You see how they kill in Iyala. You see how they kill in Umutanze. You see how they kill in Izombe. Izombe happened last year, Izombe this year again. And a lot of you are seeing what is happening and how innocent Biafrans, I mean innocent Biafrans, are being massacred day in, day out. Because of what? Because of the terrorists that our same leaders signed documents to bring them into the land, for them to come and do the need of protecting their political gains. Then anytime that something happens, anytime that you see them now become a victim of the circumstance, then you will now want to go back to be sympathetic to these politicians. Are you actually okay in your brains? You need to ask yourself, are you okay? If there is anybody that should be collecting woto from whoever is giving them woto now in Biafra land, it should be the evil politicians that you have. Because you need to ask them one question. When Biafran people and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been shouting and telling you to rise up and then leave politics and then focus and put your hands together, support ESN, because what is coming is worse than what you can ever imagine. That the zoo government has emasculated all of you, and that they are working on top of the gear to make sure they fulanize and then to bring the foot soldiers from the Sahel and from Futajalon and everywhere to come and flush you, desolate your lands, and then take over your communities and make you refugees. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting and crying ever since. Dr. Mai Lafayette today that is late and was assassinated as a result of the foolishness of fellow Christians and Nigerians in one Nigeria. Christian Association of Nigeria stands not to get my respect till another generation, until when I see that they sit up. Because when Dr. Mai Lafayette said, the revelation that I have gotten from my security meeting with these terrorists is that they are coming, and in 2022, they are going to start eliminating the elite, the political elite. They will start from the rural areas and then they will enter the urban. They will be killing, Then in 2022, they will declare war on one Nigeria. Then they ask, why are they declaring the war? He said, because they want power. They deserve, and then they deem it fit to rule because Nigeria is their own. Where were the politicians? Where were our Eastern politicians? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is shouting and IPOB are shouting and asking for us to push away from one Nigeria, you see that your politicians, Ohanes Ndibo president was elected by the same terrorist government. It is not you. It is because when I listened to that caller that was calling, he said we need to go and bring Ohanese to order. Ohanese was created to be a connecting body between the eastern region to the government of the zoo. But Ohanese got in there and then became a slave to be working for them, just for them to be coming to exterminate our own people. So this is the same Ohanese that on changing a president of Ohanese, it is the Northern Caliphate, the presidency, that now appoint the next Ohanese president to come and be the next president of Ohanese. Why? Because they have a mandate for him. Because they have to use him. So that when they want to come and do anything in your land, the president that they elected and put there themselves can be able to harness everything to make it easy for it to be done without any fringes from you. So there is no how you can bring Ohanese back to their brains. When this Obiozo was elected, Obiozo, after the election, he went to Abuja. The video is there. I have played the video several times here. He went to Abuja and said, I came to see the 19 northern state governors or representatives to thank them for my nomination of being the new president of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not say he went to thank the Ndibos or the Biafrans. From there, he went to thank the northern governors' representatives for his appointment of being the next Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So was he appointed for you or he was appointed against you? Understand the point. The rationale is that they were appointed to work against you. That is why it is not your vote that brought them to become the president of Ohanese. So you can never see them work for your own interest. That is why Ohanese, in that same interview, Obiozor opened his mouth and said, the Ndibo, Eastern region, that they are not in support of a breakup of Nigeria, that they are not planning or they are not willing, they are not ready, that IPOB are not speaking for them, that IPOB is on their own. So when you see, wait, I think I'll look for that video so that I play it now. Just to justify when you see them running helter-skelter, when the woto is happening to them, for you to understand that as a Biafran who understands what it means for a poor Biafran to die because the foolishness of the leaders and the rulers that we have in the East pave way to their death. How did it happen? They pave way to their death by making sure that every terrorist that is brought from the north is allowed and given a free ticket into Biafra land, into the eastern region. But there are no foot soldiers of the eastern region in the northern region. But you have foot soldiers of the northern region in the eastern region. Do you now understand the narrative now? The possibility of having foot soldiers of the northern caliphate in the eastern region is made possible by the leaders and rulers that we have in the eastern region. Yet you can never find one foot soldier of the eastern region in the northern region fighting to kill the northerners. You cannot find it. So when you wake up or you sleep, and then tomorrow, yesterday, it was Ifan Yuba, right? Okay. If you wake up tomorrow and then you hear that it is Ohanese representative, or you hear that it is one of the senators of the East, or you hear that it is anybody from the East, whether senator or minister or whoever the person is, if you foolish, begin to mourn or to sympathize with these leaders or rulers, then I'm not sure that you're a Biafran. Because if you are a Biafran and then you understand the pains and the anguish and the depilatory conditions of our poor people, you know, Nigeria is good for rich people, but it is not good for poor people. It is the poor people that are being used as slaves to satisfy the needs of the rich people. The poor people are used as slaves to satisfy the needs of the rich people. There is a caller on the line, please. Let us answer this caller to know what the caller has to say. So, when you see caller on the line, we are live.
Yeah, my brother, even yourself, I'm just imagining whether you are right because whenever you just move your line now.
Yeah. We were on with Simon, so as he finished, I'm still like I've not closed yet, so I wanted to round up. So go on, comment.
Okay, my brother, I'm very, very happy because you know I have been calling Simon, but Simon is just blocked me on my two lines. Even though I would like to talk it to people here so that Simon can open some people that he already blocked because I'm a real Biafran. I'm a Monyoga. I'm a Monyan Nisa. I'm a Mwafibo. nna m lụrụ ọgụ Biafra n'oge ọgụ Biafra nna m ji ụmụ nwoke nna m ji ụmụ ejima nwoke na nwaanyị deenụ mesie mụta ofu nwoke ka anya na-achọ ịpụcha ọmụta nwoke na meta ejima nwoke na nwaanyị ahụ anwụ n'agha kwashi ọkọgbu ha dee na ada anyị nwaanyị kwashi ọkọgbu ya kwashi ọkọchi ikwu ya mbụ nke anyị jiri emere ada na
Can you please use English so that the whole world will understand you?
Okay.
Because you are live and direct.
I will try. You know, I free secondary school, I can speak. Okay?
While I know they speak our broken, while I know they.
No problem.
The whole world are listening.
I'm very happy, number one, to have you on live now, so that I hope someone will see me. So number one, I will like Simon Edbe can stop blocking people because number one, he doesn't use. None of us is a biafra, you know. All of us love him. I love someone, I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So in Biafra war, I'm from Nice. My father have twins, a boy and a girl. That they died in Biafra war. So after they died in Kwashiorkor, they died in, I don't know what they call Kwashiorkor in English. They died in Kwashiorkor. After that time, then my father born the one that I know, that I was senior brother. Then after that one, my father later born our senior sister, the one I know. Then after that, my father born, before Biafra war will finish, my father born 2 boys to win. My mom born them, you know. But my father told me how Biafra will be. Then what I want to say today is what my father told me, any person that Igbo man that don't like Biafra, know that the person is eating from Nigerian government. Any person, even though, like today I saw where they shoot Ifeanyi, I like it. I like it. Even though they kill Ifeanyi myself, I'm very happy. I say good on my.
Oh my God.
I will sweat. I see, as you see me today, I'm very, even though Ifeanyi may escape it, I hope Ifeanyi will hear it. We hear this my voice today, so that he will know that Igbo people, we are not joking. So that all of them, they will change. If I don't see Biafra, maybe he see Biafra war, maybe when he was very small. But people that see Biafra war with them, even though if you go to my town, you will see all some trees like mango, or you will see like a pantry. You will see very big hole on it. My father will tell me, this place is a Biafran, is a Nigerian military that shoot their gun, their machine gun. It's the reason why you see the tree. You see a big hole, but the tree cannot die, but the tree cannot perform anything again because the plants have already destroyed the tree. Okay, so that time our senior sister now, which is still alive, is in Kwashiorkor. They want to, England people want to take it, that my father said no. My father told them, in Madonna Hospital, my father told them, no, you cannot take it, this is my daughter. Leave it. My father told us that time, those sisters, when you call reference sister, they're fighting to take my senior sister to travel, to go to Europe. My father said, no, leave it for us. This is my daughter. So after that, they did not take that my sister. But I want to tell you about something there. I will be very happy today if we can pay all our politicians. See, this thing I'm telling you today, sometimes, you know, when somebody talk, people will say, oh, that person, why you used to talk like that? If you go to a history, forget about history, if you go even to what is happening now, you will know. If we cannot keep on, let me tell you something, all our politicians is a bandit. See, if we can keep all our politicians, Biafra will come once. Because let me tell you, a politician that have 100 billion in dollars and even though in naira, have houses and everything, Abuja, Port Harcourt, have factories and everything. If you tell him war is coming, he will make sure that he prevent that war to not come. Are you hearing me, my brother? Hello?
I can hear you, Mazi. Round up, because some other people are waiting on the line.
So for me, we tell all the whole Biafrans, if we can kill all those our politicians, Biafra will come down tomorrow. See, let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question, my brother. If you go to in your own account, you say about 100 billions.
Mazi, wait before you go on, so that people will not misconstrue this broadcast. We are not killing anybody. That one is corrected. We are not killing anybody. So right on. We are not killing anybody. Right on.
Yes, of course, but excuse me, I'm just talking it like this because if you can remember in Ghana, they kill all those men that do all those things. Let me ask you a question. In your account, if you can get like 1 billion naira, I know you cannot fight for Biafra. Even though you have a good heart, if you want to fight, you will say, I will never suffer for almost how many years, even though my children. Are you hearing me? So for me, I will say, if we Igbo's people, Biafran people can kill all those our politicians, if they don't want to repent, let us kill all of them, then let us get Biafra. Except that, we cannot get Biafra. My brother, we will fight them. But you see, the problem we have is inside us. So we need to fight them and the key those people that say that they already have money, even though keep money inside their house on the ground. My brother, I will tell you something today. I have a contact. As you see me now, I'm in Istanbul. I get contact too much, mostly in Nigeria. Because I know who I am. I'm a traditional guy. They do some of two things. Let me tell you something. I get a woman that told me from Ohanese that time they have new Ohanese president. I asked the woman, why you people don't want Biafra to go? You people is just protecting Ohanese people. Do you know what the woman told me? The woman told me they know that the Biafra will come, but is the time. The woman told me, if people, the time they want Biafra to come, all of them will focus on Biafra. Do you hear me now? This thing I told you, I tell Nsema, that nonsense guy that Nsema got my phone that day. The woman told me, if Igbo people want to go, all of them will follow it. If they don't want to go, they will leave it. They will still pursue, they will still throw him Nigeria. Why? He told me because when we are ready to go, we will go. When we are not ready, we will not go. This woman is from Nigeria. This woman, they have contact, even though with Ifa Yoruba, innocent all of them. So let me tell you something. It's better. I will tell you the reality. It's better will kill all those people that into those governments one on one. If we kill them finish, then Biafra will come. By all means, because if you don't kill them, they will still looking for that money they have. That billion they have, both him and all of them. If they don't want to follow Biafra, let us kill them. If you don't kill them, Biafra will not come over.
Mazi, thank you very much for your call. Till next time, so that I will correct your notion here, because we are online. There are things you say online, there are things you don't say.
My brother, excuse me, I know we are online.
Yes, this one, you don't come here to say it so that they don't sanction our channels, because we use this channel to speak to the world. We use this channel to speak to Biafrans, so we sanction what we say here, the way we communicate, so that Biafrans will not be misconstrued. Yeah, thank you very much. So, Biafrans all over the world, we have none of such mandates. So let me correct that impression. I had to allow him to finish his speech so that I wouldn't act uncivilized. So on this very note, I take what he said back. That is not our mandate. We don't kill our politicians to get what we want, and we don't have such mandate. Ndewo ụmụ Chineke. Emmanuel Ofo said, Sonny, we understand you, and also the man is very right. You may be right with what you're saying and your perception, but you don't say it in this place where we use it as the voice to the Biafran people. All right, let me bring this video to the screen so that you can understand what is actually going on. We hate no one, we love everyone, but when the people that we owe dear seems to be kind of useless to the people, to the community, we have to make it very clear. Listen to this.
It was a narrow escape for the senator representing Anambra South Senatorial Zone, Mr. Ifeanyi Ubah, as his convoy came under attack of gunmen yesterday in Njikoka local government area of Anambra State. According to eyewitnesses, the senator's convoy was ambushed by heavily armed men who opened fire on his convoy from all sides. Now, some of his aides were killed, and police officers were also killed in the attack. The senator is said to have managed to escape, but his bulletproof car was riddled with bullets. Reacting to the incident, the police public relations officer, DSP Tochukwu Ikenga, in a press release disclosed that the Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Echeng, led operatives to the scene at Inko Market, where the shooting took place. He also disclosed that the senator is currently in hospital, where he's being attended to by doctors. Now, for more details on this incident, joining us in News Track is the Special Advisor to Senator Ubah on Media and Strategic Communications, Mr. Kamin Ogbonna. Mr. Ogbonna, thank you for joining us on News Track. Firstly, our sympathies and condolences for those who were injured, lost their lives in that attack, and the current trauma that has gone on with those affected by that incident. Where is the senator is in hospital? How is his health?
Now, first of all, I want you to understand something here. Because it is a senator, they can send police to go on rampage. They can send army to go on rampage. Because it is a senator, they can bring the issue on television live for someone to come and give a situation report. Because it's a senator, we are hearing it on the international TV. Because it's a senator, it is on Twitter. Because it's a senator, it's on BBC. Because he's a senator, he's on the international headlines. But what happens when little children are cut to pieces in Biafra land? and in one Nigeria entirely. You will not see it making the rounds on the papers. I posted dead bodies of children that were cut to pieces by Boko Haram Fulani terrorists, that they brand bandits in Biafra land and also in the north and in Oduduwa land. I posted it on Twitter. Do you know what they did? Twitter blocked the video. They gave me an option of, is either you delete the video, then you continue tweeting on your Twitter account, or you keep the video and then you lose access to Twitter. Do you understand the sanction? So, because it is the life of a senator now, it is ringing so much bell, and the people that are related or close to him are brought to the international television for the news to be branded well for people to hear. Can you see the impunity that breeds in one Nigeria? So when they kill children in Owomama, they kill children in Iyala, they kill innocent people in Umutanze, they kill people in Ihao in Biafra land, they kill in Cross River State recently, they kill in Imo, they kill in Anambra, in Abia, in Ebonyi, in Enugu. Then in the north, it has become business as usual. That when you now calculate the numbers of people killed from January to this time, it amounts to 7,000 something. From January to this time of 2022. But do you see that report making the rounds like that of a senator here? Do you now understand the kind of Nigeria that you are running after? For those of you that is running after Obi and the Atiku and Jakaban and all this rubbish that is making the round and Kwankoso. Because the life of the people does not matter. But it is the life of the political class that matters. That is why there cannot be peace. That is why the video I played at the beginning of this broadcast, that Reverend Father was asking you, how can there be peace when the poor children are massacred every day and the elite are living big and they are living very well? How can there be peace when you see that one section of the country is treated with disdain while the other section of the country is treated with superiority? When one side is taken into shambles while the other side is ordained and upheld, how can there be peace? When the insecurity is even created by the elite. There is a caller on the line, please. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to this program. We are live and direct. You have something to contribute, please.
Yes, my brother. I like this question you asked. This is why I called you on phone, okay?
Okay.
Do you know why?
Go on,
we
sir.
Never carried on. Do you know why this question you asked? If they attack senator, if anything on senator or governor, anything, they bring it online, it's because of Fulani government is already they already terrorists. Because they already use money, billion vans. They already give them pipelines. Like if I do have pipeline, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, of course not. They have pipeline, so they don't know pharmacies. You know. So now, it's reason why they behaving like that. They cannot even talk about the pharmacies. I remember, was it the day before yesterday? Simon Ekpe is online, and that time Simon Ekpe showed Nigeria, Biafra kids, Biafra children, that how Kwashiorkor do them, you know. So he started crying and he stopped the broadcast. And I hope everybody knows that. Even though if you watch it, you will know what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Now,
I watch the broadcast.
Let me tell you guys something. Simon said we need a God, and let everybody bring money. You know, so let us bring cash and sponsor ESN so that we can come on street and shoot. If you don't shoot, if you don't fight Nigeria, if you don't shoot those Boko Haram, ISIS, Ishwa, all of them, that inside the Nigerian government, the world cannot hear about us. And this reason why I like Simon Ekpe die. I will say God Almighty. Simon Ekpe is #1 guy. Any person that don't love Simon Ekpe, that person is a hypocrite. So let me tell you guys something. Let everybody bring cash to support him, even though how little it is. Another country, see, let me tell you something. Do you know when we start this thing now, when we start shooting Nigerian government face to face, the world will eyes on it. Do you know that? Hello?
Mazi, right on.
Yes. If you don't shoot them, nobody in this world will know that Biafra is existed. So we got to shoot them on streets, face to face, so that the world will know. Even though this is Israel is our brothers. Do you know that?
The whole
Israel,
world
because
understands.
like me now, if I want to go to Henry, I'll use my leg anytime. Okay? If I want to go to Henry, I use my leg. Even though in our side now, if you want to, so ma ya gbaro egbe mba ụwa ahụ mbatara so onye ọbụla si ma ọchị nweta Biafra ekwuru okwu igba egbe ma ya ma mgbara egbe we can never shoot. My brother, let me tell you, Biafra will not come. We need shoot. We need to confront them with guns, ammunition, and everything. If you don't do like that, I swear to God Almighty, Biafra will not come. And let everybody bear it his own mind that the war is coming. And I spot on it, 100%. Even though I'm outside the country, I can enter. My brother, onye olewa, onye isi gbali, onye olewa, ọbata, abịakwuo n'igwe.
Thank you.
Once and for all.
Thank you.
So,
See,
no, let me finish my own opinion. Because some people don't know. Like you now, as you're talking to it, people don't know what is going on. So, if you don't shoot, nothing like Biafra, we must shoot. Shoot, and Biafra will come. If you start shooting, then Israel, all those people, America, they will enter. You know, let me tell you, like me now, as I'm seeing Biafra, I know the time we start shooting, Israel and America will come, mostly America. And the Britain will go. If Britain thinks that they get brain and they get ammunition, let them bring it. It's the reason why they just leave that European Union. It's because of Biafra. Let me tell you guys something. Britain left EU because of Biafra, European Union. Because of oil, the enemy. All the things the enemy. So we get to shoot. If you shoot, God must come out. So any person that says God will not come out, that person is a mook. My brother, let us shoot this war. And let me tell you guys something. If we can shoot this war, I swear to God Almighty, even though someone is talking about from October, is it November? November is to talk. November. Let him not stop it. Let us start it as from November. Start shooting on the street, everywhere. My brother, go and mark Biafra 2023. If you don't shoot, no Biafra. But let us start it that as Sabrina said it. It stopped November. This is September, October, November. Next 2 months, my brother, Biafra will come because the whole world will notice us. If you don't shoot, nothing will happen.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I would like some Biafrans to come today to talk to their minds. But I have already said my own mind. My mind is to war. My own is W-A-R.
Mazi, thank you. Your time is up. Thank you. God bless you for calling.
God bless you, my brother.
Bless you,
Please.
bless you, bless you.
It's very, very important.
Bless
Let us
you.
shoot. Let you know what. And America will be with us.
Bless you, bless
Israel will
you.
be with us.
Okay, we have to continue. So I was talking about this report coming from these people that they had to bring the news to the international TV. Whereas when they kill the little children in Biafra land, they will not bring it to the international TV and for everyone to hear. But because it involves a senator that was on the verge of being killed by the assailants, they have to bring it to the international media. Does it mean that the lives of innocent people in one Nigeria does not matter anymore? Because what is happening in the north is degenerating to every part of the country now. So if you think that it is only happening in Biafra land, tomorrow it might meet you in Oduduwa. Next tomorrow it might meet you in Lokoja. Another day you might see yourself in Sapele. You might see yourself in Abeokuta. You might see yourself in Kaduna. Already, Kaduna State as a state stands in the hands of terrorists. Out of how many local governments they have, the state governor only have hold on 2 states, on 2 local governments, which you that has brain does not need to be deceived by that kind of ideology. That simply means that the state governor has handed over the state to the terrorists and he is working in pari passu with the terrorists. That is what you need to understand from that story. So when it is happening here, tomorrow it will be happening in another place. My message is that since you have been the one losing your brothers and sisters and you have been the victims of the brunt of one Nigeria, which our leaders have unleashed on us. Now that the same terrorists and the people that created the monster is now coming to hunt them and they are running jigiba jigiba. You don't need to be debated. You need to focus on the ball. Because your life, where they know they take them serious, you know they're less important compared to the life of a senator. Because now they are going after a senator. So they are making the news too. Sorry, let's listen to this rubbish stuff. You know, if you talk, Seth, talk now.
Yeah, Mr. Buana, if you can hear me, welcome to the program. Can you tell us what happened, what's the state of health of the senator is right now, Senator Oba in hospital? And how far along are the police with what they say about the investigations?
Thank you. The distinguished senator is fine. He's resting right now. And is in high spirits.
Now, it was disclosed that some of his aides were killed. How many aides lost their lives and police officers lost their lives, if you have that information? And what are the police saying now about the investigations?
Unfortunately, my brother, we lost 2 of my colleagues, and then we lost 3 police officers, with some persons still in the hospital receiving treatment.
Unfortunately, they lost 3 and 2 of his colleagues. Now, I want to ask you a question, or let me bring it to the screen. If he said 3 and 2 of his colleagues and others in the hospital, that is approximately 5 or 6, right? Now, how many people were killed in the marriage ceremony? How many people did they open fire at the marriage ceremony that was held in Imo State? How many people were there? Let me see if I can see the photos of those our brothers that were killed on their marriage ceremony. As they were killed, did you see the TV news carry the thing to make it an international topic? No, they did not carry it to make an international topic. And who killed them? It was a governor, a sitting governor that killed them. A sitting governor killed them, and then he came out again on TV boldly and courageously to tell the whole world that the people that they killed, that they were what? Criminals. That they killed them at the point of them committing criminality. Do you understand the point? A sitting governor brought terrorists to open fire on innocent children of a mother and father. And now the parents are what? They are childless. And nothing has happened since then. And now you are hearing of a senator, and they are making it to become an international news. So the life of those young men that were butchered to pieces in broad daylight on their marriage ceremony was not of importance. It is now the life of a politician that is more of importance to the people. These are young men and women that gathered to have a marriage ceremony, to create a family, to create a future, to create a home. Their own leaders that they elected into power to rule over them decided to rain bullets on them. They did not put it like this, and let all the news carry it and make it to go all round. No, because they don't value the lives of the people that elect them into power to rule over them. They only value their own lives. That is why a good preacher gave you a message of how we protect and how we value these people, but yet they are the people that cause us so much havoc. And as it is now, many of you are now preparing to go and validate the death of other people. The ones that you validated to be killed, you have not come out of it yet. And you are going to validate another politician to go into power. And then will bring about the killing of some people. Many are shouting obedience. Many are shouting Kwankoso. Many are shouting all sorts of rubbish, while they can't even decide their left from their right.
Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Because the system that we have produces politicians. It doesn't produce leaders. And so you can have a politician who knows nothing about leadership, and he's leading you. Politicians are concerned about the next election. That's all they're interested in. That's why they cannot be leaders. But leaders are different. Leaders are concerned about the next generation. I want you to compare those two thoughts the next time you have a politician come to your house wanting to vie for your vote. Just ask him, what is your vision for my children? I will sit and listen for 20 minutes for you to tell me what it is. He will leave your house because he has no interest in your children's children. His concern is to stay in power, to keep the position, to win the next election. This is why they cannot lead. When you are going to have a conversation with a politician, you should actually try this as a test. You, by the way, as a citizen of a community, you have a right to be seen by the mayor. Hope you know that. If you voted for a mayor, the mayor works for you. Therefore, you have a right to see him. You can make an appointment to see any public officer you voted for. Did you know that? That's your legal right. If he don't want to see you, you can take him to court. That's democracy. So I want you to make an appointment to go and see your mayor or go and see your governor and just sit and say, I want 30 minutes with you, sir.
Did you know why I had to break it there? Because as it stands, you can't even go and visit your leader, the people you elected into power. You can't even step into their offices. And they don't have those leadership qualities. What they have is rulership, that they rule you and they detect for you without coming to the grassroots to know your plight and your problems, be able to carry you through. They stay where they are, they decide. So just like the insecurity and the terrorism index had rise for a long time, and we have been shouting and then craving for people to rise up and then face the needful, to the extent that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to even call our leaders in the East and then talk to them. Let us set up a security network. Let us stop this carnage that is coming. They said he's a small boy. He is far away in Europe. He does not know what is happening in Nigeria, so he should not detect for them that they are the people ruling. So the spark in the insecurity continued and the killing increased day by day. And it got to the point that MNK said, no, we have to set up a security network. Eastern Security Network came to be. And yet, these are the same leaders now that are still fighting back against the existence of the Eastern Security Network that was set up for their own interest to protect them from the terrorism that is coming to destroy all of them. You see what happened today? Whether yesterday, you see this Ifeanyi Ubah now. If all these leaders that we have and rulers that we have in the East have stopped their nonchalant attitude and all of them bring their brain down, understood and listened to what IPOB have been saying, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, will he now be a victim of the circumstance? For the fact that when they kill other innocent children, we call them and we talk to them, they turn blind eyes on it. So the ball has come to their own court now. Let them defend the game, let us see. Because not be only the lives of those innocent children that is less important. So their own life now, they're important. Listen to this as we speak.
Again, I want to extend our condolences to you and to the people of Anambra State concerning this incident. I don't know if you heard me earlier. That's how I began.
Condolence is sent to the people of Anambra State because a senator was involved in the incident. But when people were butchered in pieces and children killed, please let me see if I still have that audio. Okay, listen to this audio and you will hear the lamentation of the people from this community, please.
planning have taken over our place. They have 5 settlements, like of course, Biko, and many other places that have farm settlements. Planning have taken over that place, killing children, men, women, anybody, destroy all farm crops, everything that's cultivated in this land. Have destroyed all of them, both cassava and rice, yam. Not only that, they will come to the people where people settle and also destroy their houses, collect everything they have, even the money. They will go there, stay the money, take foods, everything in the house. They also go to the bush, even put fires on their rice they cultivated. They will put fire on that rice. They have done a lot of things. But this recent one, they came and occupied in one place called Izuguamolo and Ogbete in Buja Autonomous Community. Start torturing people there, start destroying their houses and everything. When the security people went to ask them what is happening, why are they doing this? They attack them. We don't even know that there are as many as camping that place. We don't know. They attack the security. They have killed many people are in the bush. We are looking for many people missing. We have found about 2-3 cops lying down dead in the bush. No fear can catch it. Nobody can even go and vacate the cops. Some are in the hospital. Those that were shot, that have not died immediately in the hospital. You can see men and women every quarter in our hometown now. You can see refugees. You can see in my house. People that run away finding, crying, finding what they will eat. No food, no money, nothing. Matter have been reported to government several times. Even yesterday night, we have called the soldiers, we have called the police, we have called even the chairman of the local government, reporting this matter to him. They are promising us that soldier is coming. Soldier. Even this morning, I have called them. They say soldier is coming, and police are coming. But we have not seen any. I was still waiting for them. The governor knows because the commissioner also informed the chairman of the local government also informed the ADC of the governor. From the governor. The governor knows about the kidnapper. Knows everything.
So in the last 1 year, how many people have been killed in your community?
It's uncountable. In the last few months, I can tell you about 30 something. In short, from New Year to today, we are counting about more than 10 or 20. I'm telling you that as I'm talking to you now, many people are missing inside the bush, uncountable. You can't even remember how many people are there. Because fear has catch everyone. Nobody can even go to the bush to search and know how many is there. It's a massacre, and I don't even know how to put it because they even kill little children. Genocide. It is.
You believe here that all people are killed. At the end part of it, they even kill little children. Not here to do that, carry this economy down and then the condolence go with that. Because analyze because we are people who are not corner. That people that how they feel that the commoner is even aware of. When you see no, when it is common.
But now that this has happened, we also understand that the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Echeng, led operatives to the scene. Can you tell us where they are now with their investigations? Have they disclosed anything to you? Though it's very early in the day.
So far, we've not heard from them. We are still waiting to get the facts of what happened. But of course, we on our own, we also getting feedback from intel from the street, and we arrive at our own conclusion. But for now, we are waiting for the police to get from them.
We've been reporting it since yesterday about what happened, but can you tell us again, in your own words, how this occurred? We understand he was on his way to some location, and it happened in Njikoka local government area. Can you tell us again what happened?
Yes, the senator attended the Anglican Synod in Ekusigo local government. So when he finished from Ekusigo, he started heading back to Oka, where he stays, these days when he comes to Anambra. So on getting to the market in Njikoka, because the way the road is, the way the place is, when you get to that place, you have to slow down. Sometimes there is traffic also. So when the convoy slowed down, the next thing we started hearing was gunshots. It was coming from the front, and we made to reverse. You realized that even from the back they were coming. So we realized that we practically ran into an ambush, and everything went haywire. Luckily, the vehicle the distinguished senator is a bulletproof vehicle, and the driver mustered courage and pulled out from the convoy and drove away while those bullets were, hailing, and so it was a gory scene, my brother. It was a terrible scene. It was a terrible scene.
Thank you, Mr. Ogbonna.
Very much. Prof, Happy New Year. It's good to have you on the program. Happy New Year, Ruben. Well, Prof, very quickly, President Buhari has granted two major interviews in the last 48 hours. And he raised a number of issues in those interviews. One, his opposition to the restructuring of Nigeria. He thinks that those clamoring for it are noisemakers. And people have said, well, restructuring, after all, was a campaign issue for the APC, the party that brought him to power. Two, he says state police, the idea of state policing is not an option. Now, let's start with those two issues. The third issue that may interest you is his point about Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu should have his day in court.
Actually, the reality of the reality and imperative of restructuring was substantiated by what you, Ruben, witnessed in the 2014 National Conference. What was important about restructuring is that the Nigerians needed a federation that resembled the one bequeathed by their founding fathers. And that yearning was almost unanimously accepted at the 2014 National Conference, as you know. However, indeed, restructuring is not a threat to national unity in any form. It is a very dynamic thing in a dynamic institution like a nation state, where as you grow, new things develop and you adjust. In fact, every country that is wise and progressive.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, Prof, it's a pleasure seeing you, and let's use this opportunity to congratulate you on your emergence as President General of the Ohanese Ndigbo. Since you assumed that position, this is the first time you will be on the morning show. So it's good to be talking to President George Obiozo of the Ohanese Ndigbo. Good morning.
Thank you very, very much. I'm so glad. And I thank you for your support and congratulations. Yes. Definitely, I'm here in Abuja to thank Igbos in Abuja and the 19 northern states for their support.
Thinking that they will cut off the way. Before then, God had raised
For my election as President General Ohanese Ndigbo. I am also very delighted to thank you and many of my friends across the country for the support. As you know, Ohanese Ndigbo is the apex organization of Ndigbo culturally, and our objective is for peace, stability and peace, and peaceful coexistence in the country.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And stay tuned. Let me bring the video back to the screen because as I refresh, it ran out. So I'm bringing it back to the screen. All right, I have refreshed. Chukuma, thank you. I've refreshed now. So let's see how it goes.
My first statement has a summary of everything we believe in concerning Nigeria, that Igbos are not at war with Nigeria or has any instrument of any kind anywhere seeking a separate existence from Nigeria.
I hope you heard what he said, that Igbos are not at war with Nigeria, neither are they seeking a separate existence or break away from Nigeria. Do you understand the point now? But since 1967, the war has continued. The war has not ended. Because if the war has ended, the killing of people every day wouldn't have been so. But you know what I thank God for now? I thank God that this man did not say he's speaking for the entire eastern region. He said he was speaking for Igbo. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made it very clear that when you see somebody come out and is speaking for one section of what we are fighting for, know that that person is a saboteur. So because of the fact that he did not make use of the word, the southeastern region or the whole eastern region, which encompasses of the entire whole eastern region. Forget about the name that they used to divide it, which they say South, Niger Delta, is Bunkum. You are all old eastern region, and you are all eastern region. If they want to say Southeast, it is the combination of all the regions there that are the eastern region.
Under that condition, I would also like to know the fact that until recently, actually about a few weeks ago, Southeast has been the most peaceful section of Nigeria, of all the 6 zones. So one is completely shocked and surprised at the same time as to all of a sudden some elements, as you yourself suspected, either fifth columnists from anywhere or internal, want to turn the Southeast into an insecure environment.
He still sits down here with water running in his mouth, since when he foresaw that insecurity has ravaged the Southeast and they did not do anything. And up to now, it has now gone to one of the senators, because as they were killing innocent children, they did not take it serious. I think in one Nigeria, what happens is that the day the fight goes down to the elite, that is the day they wake up. I think that is what I have just come to understand. Any day that the terrorist or the assailant goes to go and hit the political class, that is the day all of them wakes up to reality. Because I can remember whether last month or last week or 2 weeks ago, when the terrorists were threatening or making noise that they want to go for the impostor in Asoro of Buhari and also to go for Erufai, that is when you now heard of the National Assembly, the media, the state, everywhere, the police, the army, they were all making noise now about insecurity. But ever since, they were not taking it serious when you tell them that the terrorists are ready to kill everybody. But when they now pointed the gun on the face of a political elite, that was when they now started taking it to be something important.
Both the people and the country. Anyway, what you said earlier concerning that crime is very touching, in the sense that I sincerely believe that under normal circumstances, when a crime is committed, the first thing to do is to find out the nature of the crime. The nature of the crime will lead you to the kind of suspects you may have, and those suspects, you begin to eliminate them based on capacity, strategic capacity to commit such crimes. I think that is where we should go to search for what is happening or what happened in Southeast. And concerning your mention about political motive, indeed, you know, one of our late academicians, one of our best and brightest, Professor Claude Ake, he said that Nigeria is over politicized but undergoverned. That statement he made several years ago still holds. The idea of politicization of
is over politicized and under-governed, he's still acting in this his own age, even as if it is in the Stone Age. He himself is one iota of Nigeria being politicized and under-governed because he is a product of that very phrase. How did he just come into power to be the president of Ohanese? It was politicized because the political class, the Fulani Caliphate, were the ones, the 19 northern state governors and representatives, are the ones that elected him and put him there in power. That Nigeria is politicized and under-governed, he is a product of it, and he cannot deny it.
Everything in Nigeria, including the issue of insecurity and security, has been so politicized that sometimes it's very confusing to know who is the criminal or which type of crime can any political motivation lead to. But the truth is that it is time for the country to reflect and begin what I consider as national healing. A lot of grievance across the country, and it's not good. A nation does not subject itself or allow itself to be subjected to permanent crisis. Today, the crisis in Nigeria has been reduced to a situation that can be described as a national question crisis, and is a very difficult problem to handle. We must be careful.
A very difficult problem to handle. So when something is difficult to handle, that means it has no solution. Which is what? The only way out is a breakup. Allow people to go so that they will have their freedom and they will be able to secure their lives and properties and values. As MNK appears tomorrow in court, as Biafran people appears tomorrow in court, we stand in solidarity with him because these are one of the problems that we have. When they get elected by the caliphate and put them in power, and then they come to do what? To push against whatever that we are doing to the freedom of our people. If they had put their hands together a long time ago, we would have gotten to our destination. But you are saying, let us go forward. They come on TV, they go and collect money from the zoo government, they come back and tell you they want to go backward because they are still standing for one Nigeria. And the one Nigeria is destroying their lives every day. Now, you just saw that man that spoke from the video Simon Ekpa played. Because he has seen that it is Ifeanyi Uba that was the victim of the circumstance, of the insecurity. That is why the man came out to speak, because he does not know whether he will be the next victim. That is why he spoke. That is why he came out to speak. He does not know whether he will be the next victim. Because when Dr. Mailapia was saying it, that they will start killing you people one after another, that is the agenda, that the war will start in 2022, none of you took him serious. Because you claim and believe that with your riches and money and big cars and all the houses you have in one Nigeria, that you can be protected and safe. But do you see what is happening? Hey, everybody is running helter-skelter. And now they are taking the insecurity to be very, very serious. Because it is going to the politicians now, to the political class, to the policy makers, to the ones that are plaguing us and causing us all the harms, to the ones that are making decisions that degenerate our lives and progress.
Obviously, you are not one of the secessionists who think that the Republic of Biafra should be carved out of Nigeria at this time. But I wanted to ask you about the security situation in the Southeast. And you were reported as having been at the table when the governors of the 5 states of the Southeast took the decision to establish a Bubiagu, which has now been opposed by IPOP and members of the Eastern Security Network. How come, you know, the governors...
I hope you heard what Abe Abati said. Abe Abati have just helped you to make you understand that Ohaneze Ndibo were the key members in the creation of Ebubagu, set up to come and fight Eastern Security Network and IPOB. So when they are killing your brothers and sisters, understand and remember that Ohaneze Ndibo are part and parcel of the people that created Ebubagu. Ohaneze Ndibo with the governors and the leaders and rulers of our eastern region. When I'm talking of the eastern region, I'm talking of the entire old eastern region. Forget about that bunkum of South, Niger Delta. Why can't you be hearing of North? Why are you hearing of South? A division that was created for you to now segment yourself to say that you are Igbo speaking. This other side, you are not Igbo speaking. You now say you are Igala, you are Ijo, you are Efik, you are Ibibio. It made it very easy for the penetration of the destruction to happen. So until you come back to your senses and put these gimmicks away from your brain and understand that you are one and put all the forces together, that is when you will be able to face something. So Abe Abati has just helped you to remind you that Ohaneze Ndibo were the key factors in setting up and forming up Ebubagu to come and oppose and fight against IPOB and Eastern Security Network. So those 9 or more than, was it 9 children of ours that were killed in Owomama that day that they were having their marriage ceremony? I can't lay my hands on the photo now. I'm looking for the photo, I can't get it. Those 9 of our young men that were killed, understand it now, Ohaneze Ndibo saw to the killings of those youth. Because it is the Bubagu that they form and set up to come and fight the people instead of protecting, that they use to carry out the killing of those youth in their marriage ceremony that day. Are you people understanding the point? So when you are jubilating, when you are making Bubagu and your leaders to be popular, when you are putting them into power, remember that they are the people that is causing you the harm. Remember that it is not that they now went, the insecurity that they created now went after them, that they now come out to start talking. They use the same insecurity they created to kill our children, our brothers and sisters every day. And when they finish killing them, they turn blind eyes on them. They set it up.
Let me cut you short there. Definitely, I congratulate the Southeast governors and many people in Southeast support the governors for the establishment of Ebubago.
I'm there. You don't use the mouth, they come and finish.
A Southeast security apparatus. Believe me, they have no competitor and they have no rival.
How can Ebubagu have competitor? How can they have rival according to him? Because there is nobody, there is no security group or no killer main squad like Ebubagu that is going about killing their own people. Because they were set up by the leaders that we have. And the main agenda was to go and kill their own people to give credence to the caliphate who sent them. So when he says they have no competitor, You cannot have such competitors of a Bubagu competing with them by killing our children on their marriage ceremony to prove a point, to say that they want to compete with them. No, you can't have it, because they have a different mandate given to them by the Caliphate of One Nigeria. So they can never have other set of people like them who are fighting for freedom coming to do the same thing that they are doing. So he is quite correct when he said that the Bubagu does not have competitors that will come to compete with them in the way and manner that they kill and maim and destroy lives and properties of their own people, which they were supposed to have protected. But they have a different objective, because their objective was only to come and kill them, to help the Fulani Caliphate to reduce the numbers of the gallant men.
As a matter of fact, you cannot compare them to an establishment by one organization, which is part of Southeast. The IPOP young men are our sons.
So happy that you said you cannot compare them to an organization. So you cannot compare Obubagu to ESN, because ESN are not dead men squad killers. ESN are security protection team, which are doing their work and flushing out the foreign invaders every day. But the Obubagu, like you rightly said, they have a different mandate. So you cannot compare them to ESN, because their own, the Bubagu is only to be killing our people. So the way you now see that Ifeanyi Ubah is collecting his own woto from the same insecurity which all of you sit down to create the gang to be killing people, you people should not be taking it as if they pour water or pour fire or pour oil in fire now.
We cannot deny them. If they are doing anything in the interest of Igbos, definitely they'll have our support. That's even
if IPOB is doing anything to the interest of the Igbos, definitely they have our support. Have you given them your support? Did you say they have your support and then you went to go and create another killer men squad to be coming to kill them because of their own ideology? You decide to align with the zoo government to be coming to kill them and to clamp down on them. And you say they have your support. What support are you giving to them? Support of creating a Bubagu to be killing the innocent people. Is that the support you're giving to IPOB and ESN? This man should come up with.
No quarrel between them and many people in Igbo land, except there's a difference in method. You cannot, in a situation that concerns...
The difference in method of what we are doing is that we are asking for freedom and a breakaway from one Nigeria. But you people are asking for a continuous existence. And you people are ready to become slaves and to remain as slaves. But we are not ready to become and to remain as slaves forever. That is the difference in method. Our method is a method of let us go. While your own method is begging to live. You kneel down to beg for food. You kneel down to beg for position of authority. You kneel down to beg for position of appointment. You are not inclusive in anything, not even in the decision-making of the country. The oil and gas taken out from your land, you cannot even get equity in distribution of the revenues. When money is divided in the country, you get the less of it, because before the money is even made public, you people must have gotten your lion's shares so that the whole dividends of democracy will not be shared, to go and to be transparent to the entire region. So that is the difference in method of operation and application that IPOB is doing. IPOB is not ready to delve into such. That is why we cannot be like the Ebubagu. No, that is why ESN can never be acting like the Ebubagu the way they are acting, killing their own people, because that is the method of you people that you people set Ebubagu up for.
All the Igbos, you act unilaterally with a method that can be harmful to others, even harmful to the cause we're all fighting for. Justice, equity, fairness. That is the issue. The issue is not organization. Who forms what organization? Or who is using what organization? For me as an individual, many are called, few are chosen. The Southeast government, it has the authority, the legitimacy, and indeed the overall responsibility to protect the interest, security, and well-being of all the people in the Southeast.
Hey, can somebody ask this man? Killing about 9 of our young, vibrant youth and their future, was that the interest and the protection that you people were giving to them when you wasted them in their marriage ceremony? And then you said the leaders of the East, the governors, the rulers, they have the power, they have the authority. So this is the power and authority that you people have. Set up a Bubagu, use it to kill the young men in their marriage ceremony, then come out again in the media and then brand them criminals. And since then, none of the religious leaders or the rulers and leaders that we have in the East have come out to condemn what they did there by killing those 9 youth. No. But they sit down here. I just wanted you to understand the kind of evil leaders that we have and the level that they can go to destroy you because of their pocket. Because the way they have been keeping quiet over the killings of the innocent people, the issue now has degenerated into their own doorsteps. And now they are shouting. Ifeanyi Uba was accosted, and then they are running jigiba. Where are you running to? When you people use the same Bible to go and kill innocent children in their marriage ceremony, did you people think of the importance of their lives? No. Now listen to the kind of leaders that you have here.
Including IPOP and the Eastern Security organization they have formed. So the whole idea is a matter of hierarchy of responsibility and hierarchy of authority. You can't compare part with a whole. So it is mischievous to compare the two.
And
it is misnomer.
And yet, IPOP is making comparisons and issuing threats that anybody who joins the Ebube Agu is betraying ESN and will join their ancestors. That is a threat to life. So you have an accommodating stance.
Well, anyway,
but they don't feel that way about one another.
My dear journalist, see, what I want to tell you, I'm not the spokesman of any of the groups. What I'm advising is as a father, as a Nigerian, as an Igbo patriot, as an elderly statesman. Zeke used to say, forget what is written on a motor. That is those lorries in those early days, lorry. Nothing without labor. Written on vehicles that were plying on nature Lagos. He said, forget what is written in the motor, go enter the car. The whole issue is that the Southeast governors, with the legitimate authority, has actually taken over the issue of handling the security situation in Southeast.
Since they started taking over the security like they claim, that is why you see that the same Ebubagu that they set up is the one carrying out all the killings of the innocent youths.
I don't want to discuss threat. What I will advise is that the IPOP and others think twice and indeed come down. They are one of us. I must listen to some of us and then agree to the level of cooperation so that we will achieve our objective. We have a common objective. What is dividing us is a method. And that can be negotiated internally among our people.
No, but
once
sir,
the common denominator is given.
But sir, you say you have common objective. IPOP
go ahead.
secession. IPOP wants secession. They want to leave Nigeria. So if you say you have common objective, do you want to leave Nigeria?
It is how it depends. Every issue. Hold on, because you are jumping too much into conclusion. Believe it or not, you haven't offered the IPOP self-determination and they rejected, have you? So the whole idea that sometimes journalists make matters worse for in a political situation like this. What IPOP will be talking about in creating a situation when it becomes political, you go between the irreducible minimum requirement and the maximum demand. The whole issue is that I am recommending, and I sincerely believe, that it is time for the country to begin healing, to reduce the level of crisis, the level of anger.
Okay, sir.
He never answered the question where Rufai asked him. So Rufai is not going to leave him. He never answered the question where Rufai asked him. He wants to run away from it. Rufai said, go ask him again.
On the youth. And so some of these emphasis on extremism must be taken into consideration as part of process of reconciliation.
Okay, sir. Sir, you're speaking as a father, which is great. We want peace. You want peace. But the facts on ground are different. What are the facts on ground? We cannot push away the fact that Oyibo happened in Rivers State. We can't push away the fact we can't push away the fact that Oyibo happened in Rivers State. What happened in Rivers State? That some members, of IPOP were hurt. There was back and forth with the military. We can't push away that fact. We can also push away the fact that Owerri happened. That the then Inspector General of Police was so quick to say it was IPOP that did it. We can't push away that fact. We can also push away the fact that there have been statements, like Tundu pointed out by Emma Powerful, that ESN is there to protect the people in the East, and that anybody that says otherwise, that the Bubeagu will not work. So these are the facts on ground. I know you want peace, but you keep saying you don't want to speak to these issues.
Let me be frank with you before you go into this litany. Hold on, my friend. You are not giving lecture. Don't go into this litany. To be honest with you, I have tried to use some level of a proverb to give you a sense of direction. Not everything that, leave everything that bites you in the night, let it be mosquito. All this litany of things you are doing, they have one source. The source is that the violence across the country, and it's spreading. And for those who believe in a national peace and unity, our Focus should be solution. Whatever anybody is saying will be taken into consideration. That is their position.
Solution is a breakup. Our solution is a breakup from one Nigeria, and we are leaving Nigeria from 2023. There is nothing about litany here or cock and bull story that George is trying to cook up here that will be able to quell the tension. He did not want to answer a direct question. He's been beating about the bush.
But the position you are mentioning is not the position of Igbos. Or do you think that the statement the former Inspector General made is IPOP, is a conclusion of how many hours of investigation? You yourself, I think you're an academician. A matter happens 24 hours before the Inspector General announces who did it. And did you hear from the IPOP people that they said they didn't do it? Did you hear that? In a weather thing, a weather incident. So when you move into from one sin to another, that is what is causing emotional escalation of the conflict in the country. We have to sit down, reflect, and then look for solution.
So I'm going to ask more pointedly,
because there's too much prejudice.
I'm going to ask you more pointedly whether Ohaneze has the same beliefs as IPOP and whether you, Professor Biazo, believe in Biafra.
What? In fact, there is Biafra in every Nigerian who is looking.
Has finished the talk. There is Biafra in every Nigerian. There is Biafra in every Nigerian because a Biafran man is asking for freedom. But ever since he was talking, he was trying to run away from the identity as a Biafran. He was only claiming to be speaking as an Igbo man. Do you understand the point? So, saying that he's been running away from his real identity as a Biafran, Erufai tried to bring him back, he jumped. If Abadi tried to bring him back, he jumped. And this lady now has brought him back now. He has hit the nail on the head that a Biafran is running in every Nigeria. Because to anyone that is in one Nigeria, when Biafra touches you and you are converted, you now speak for freedom and see with your right senses. But if you don't go with the spirit and the blood of Biafra in your mind, you cannot see in the right senses to understand when things are happening and where you should support and how you should break away. That is why some people will sleep and then wake up and see themselves in Biafra. You will sleep in Nigeria, then you wake up and you see yourself in Biafra.
Looking for justice, fairness, and equity. So whatever you are,
Biafrans are looking for justice, fairness, and equity. He just defined Biafrans, what they are looking for, what IPOB are asking for. And these are the same words that came out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's mouth when he was interviewed on Al Jazeera. What is your Biafra talking about? Justice, fairness, and equity. But yet, he refuses to own up. Why? Because he does not want the caliphate that made him to be the president of Ohanese to lose the confidence that they have in him. That is what the journalists here were trying to carve out of him. The journalists here were trying to carve out his real identity. And he was dodging it away from that angle. But at the end of the day, he finally admitted that a Biafran is running in every man's blood in Nigeria. because those are the people that is asking for justice, equity, and fairness.
Interpretation may be, you ask yourself, what is the meaning? Even in the reality of Biafra, or haven't you seen the reality yourself? Across the whole country, there is a mayhem of a kind. You don't know it. I don't know where you come from in Nigeria, but maybe you don't know that there's a Biafra in your neighborhood. People seeking for justice across the country. Seeking, in fact, it's not only in the southeast that you have secessionist movement. In fact, the joy of what is happening in the Yoruba land is that they are unused to listen to their leaders and cooperate with their leaders, as you can see. In the southeast, people are trying to put a complete wedge between the southeast youth and the elders.
Let me unveil something there, because he deceived himself. He said the youth in the Yoruba land, they listen to their leaders. And he did not tell us why. The reason is that the elders in Yoruba land, they listen to their youth. And they listen to the yearnings and the cries of their youth. They don't sell their youth out because they want to collect money and position of power. But our own elders here, as you see, he made it very clear from the beginning of this interview that he came to Abuja to thank the 19 northern states delegates that appointed him and made him the president of Ohanese. So now tell me how the southeastern youth will now give their ears to leaders of this kind that does not listen to their youth. And he is comparing himself to other leaders that are listening to their own youth. Now shame, they shame me. And he's trying to divert the issue to another side to say that it is people that are trying to instigate the youth in the East, with them, the elders. Instead of you telling yourself the truth, that you people are the problems that we have. No one is coming from anywhere to come and create problems amongst us. You people are the biggest problems that we have. Because you connive with the caliphate because of money and the will for power and greediness. You cannot listen to us.
And then making it look as if the authority of the youth supersedes that of their fathers. That we shouldn't listen to them, they shouldn't listen to their fathers. And this your emphasis about this kind of question is actually questioning the authority of parents over their children.
Yes, because our parents have failed us. The parents that we have, like you now, have failed us. That is why, as the insecurity has been degenerating since 2012, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting and crying, you people did not listen or do anything. Now, in 2022, September, the insecurity that you people overlooked and ran away from, you people are now seeing it coming back to you, because you did not listen to your youth. Your youth, you did not listen to them. That is why now all of you will be running like you are running now. Tomorrow, you people should wait. You will see many videos that will be coming out from all the elites that we have in the southeastern region. When I mean the southeastern region, I mean the entire old eastern region. You're going to see all of them, because their lives will be in danger. Why? Because The monster that they created and then they aligned themselves with the terrorists to be coming to kill their own youth because of their political power and gain. Those monsters are the ones hunting them now. Today is Ifeanyi Uba. Tomorrow it will be another person. Who knows who will be next? That is why you see many of them coming out to speak now, because there is fire on the mountain. Please, we are not picking calls because many people are calling. Please, we are not picking calls now because we are almost at the end of this broadcast. Maybe tomorrow we will pick calls because tomorrow we will be in court, and so we will be in the studio. While we are in court, people can be calling in tomorrow. So we will be live and direct tomorrow. We just wanted you to understand the reasons why you don't need to be mourning or crying or looking for what happened to the politicians or the elites when it finally gets to them. Because our children have been killed in their marriage ceremonies, on the road to schools, in churches, they have been bombed and then destroyed, cut to pieces. If not for the emergence of ESN under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything would have gone wild. What is happening in the north would have doubled 100 times, because when you have leaders of this kind that is being appointed by the northern groups to come and lead us, they can never speak with their mouths salted. They will always speak with money covering their mouth. You understand? They will always speak with money covering their mouth. That is why they will see A, they cannot call A. They will see B, they cannot call B. But now, the monsters that they aligned themselves and created with the northern groups bring down to the east is hunting them back now. So listen to how this man here characterized these leaders and rulers that we have that are helping the Fulani Caliphate to drag us backward.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals. What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we...
Do you understand it now? We are the one choosing them to rob us. When we go and elect them into power, we have chosen them to rob us. That's the difference between an ordinary thief that is walking about the road. Who will vote these people into power? The Nigerians will vote them in. So Nigerians are the one using their hands to choose the people that will come to kill them.
We choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief.
As the political class are on the verge of running away from the terrorist monsters that they created and they aligned themselves with from the Northern Caliphate, what is happening now? Who are the people that were killed on the verge of protecting Ifeanyi Uba? Is it not the innocent people? Is it not the people that may have not even eaten part of the money that Ifeanyi Uba as a politician is earning? Maybe it's just a constable of a police that was posted to go and work with Ifeanyi Uba. But he does not even know the in-depth wealth of Ifeanyi. Those people that you had that they were killed, they are the victims. They fight to protect the politicians. And they are paid the price by fighting to protect the politicians. You see how we fight to protect politicians? The same politicians that is digging our graves. The same politicians that sat down and formed a Bubagu to come and kill the youth in their marriage ceremony. The same politicians that sat down, had meeting, and then agreed to come out and proscribe their own children, IPOB, as a terrorist group. These are the same leaders, the same rulers that we are still fighting to protect. That's the interpretation of what this man just made you to understand. Some people were killed there, right? On the verge of protecting Ifeanyi. They killed those people, and those people died on the price of protecting the politicians that is even their problems. Do you understand? That is how far it goes.
Is that not what we do? Talk to me.
That is what we do. The man asked a very good question. Is that not what we do? That is what we do. We do it every day, trying to protect the same politicians that you move into power, that comes back again, sitting down to make laws that destroys your lives and properties. Those are our young men, our young brothers, our gallant and futuristic and promising brothers that have good futures, that were planning and they were thinking of how their wives will now give them bouncing baby boys. They were thinking of how their wives will now give them bouncing baby girls. They were planning of how their future will be, how they will establish a family, how they will live in Nigeria. Maybe tomorrow they travel to Dubai, they travel to Uganda, they travel to Ghana, they travel to another country, they enjoy their lives, and then they spree. Those, our young brothers, they were killed in that their marriage ceremony. Courtesy of who? Courtesy of the leaders and the rulers that we fought so hard to put them into power. Opus Odinma killed them. As he killed them, he came out on a national TV and then told you that the people he killed were criminals. How could they be criminals in their marriage ceremony without weapons? They were not fighting anybody. Do you understand the point? They were not fighting anybody. And if the brothers or the remnant of that very incident did not live to see the light of day, to give the testimony, every one of you would have believed that they were engaged in a gun duel. And then the DSS had to kill them. That is what you would have been made to believe. But today, do you even remember them? No. Now you are remembering Ifeanyi. That is the rubbish that is making the rounds on the media. So, on this very note, I will say thank you to all of you for listening. Please, if I did not later pick calls again, forgive me because of time constraints. Tomorrow we will be live to cover the event from our leaders' court hearing, so that Biafrans will be abreast and understand what is going on. We thank you all for listening. Remember, our fundraising, emergency fundraising, is coming up on the 17th, which you must be part and parcel of it. Donate $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, $200, $500, $1,000 to whatever amount you have. See, if you donate $5 or $10 every month or every week, it is something. When you multiply it Biafrans are many. Whether you are a Biafran or you're not a Biafran, if you can picture something from what Obioso said that Biafran runs in the blood of every Nigerian. Why? Because the definition of a Biafran speaks of justice, fairness, and equity. Justice, fairness, and equity. That is what we are fighting for. To see that you live, to see that you are alive. So you don't need to be a Biafran before you support what we are doing. Because Biafra is the light that will liberate everyone in one Nigeria. If you want to be free, support what we are doing. Support what we are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out in no time. And while he is there, we must continue to keep the flag flying. And do not be carried away by whatever junks that is flying there on the media, that the setup that they brought our leader's wife to come and do propaganda and character assassination to be able to give credence and distract us from focus. We have gone past that. We analyze and we put culpability where it belongs yesterday. So the video is there, where you see IPOB Autopilot Media Team rejoin that message to Uche Chikano. Watch the video and you get every details of how we finish the topic. Because there is a video that they told us how they arrange that interview on Radio Biafra. So when you listen to that broadcast, you get every details. It's there on our YouTube channel, it's there on Facebook, also on Twitter. So I applaud every Biafran and every lover of freedom that is watching us this time. And we thank you for listening. So from me and from here, we will say a very big hug to you. And what again? Good night. We see you tomorrow in a grand style. And we expect positive news. And do not be dismayed. Whatever news comes out from Nigeria tomorrow, it doesn't deviate our attention from focus. So we shall continue to keep focus, because before MNK was kidnapped, he had assigned duties to many people, because he is a prophet. He foresaw what was coming. So when you see Simon Ekpa doing what he's doing, he's not doing it because he is Simon Ekpa. He's doing it because he has been ordained. There's a video we played yesterday where MNK admonished Simon Ekpa for many things that he was doing. So we expect more attack to come from left, right, center, and that will be able to make us to persevere and to put our brains in gear. So from me, from here, there will continue.